Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to Sunday night's Messages of Love from Above. And I feel like it was just a moment ago that I said, I can't believe the weekend's over. And here we are, another weekend is gone. I don't know. Maybe I black out. I don't know. It just feels like life is flying by, but it's all good. And hopefully, everyone had a wonderful, wonderful, amazing weekend. Super excited to see what messages come through from Spirit this evening. So before we get into the readings, I'd like to send love out to the world. If you'd like to join me, I welcome that, whether you're watching live or on replay. We can all join together and send this love, multiply it out to the world. So I'm going to take a big, deep breath and come back to right here, right now. Just let that love flow down into our hearts and fill us up and flow out to the world, spreading across the world, surrounding the globe in a giant bubble of love, that anyone who is ready for higher vibrational love in their life, that it would magnify and spark it bigger and bigger and higher and higher. And if you yourself are in need of unconditional love energy this evening for your body, your mind, your heart, a loved one, a relationship, a situation, whatever it may be, we send this love to you right now. You can take it in like a plant takes in the sun. Just let it radiate and fill you up, warm you up, surround you in a beautiful ball of love. Take it in like a giant group hug from your spiritual posse on the other side. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me in doing that and allowing the space for that to happen. Um, before we get into the readings, I do want to make sure everyone knows last chance to get into the drawing for tomorrow. I every Monday I do have a giveaway where I give away at least one personal recorded reading. The rest of this next 5 weeks, I'm actually giving at least four readings a week away. And there's four different ways to get to do that. So you can check out the video I just posted, and it tells you all about it. Also, if you have not checked out your May reading by each individual zodiac sign, here is the link to that, the playlist, and you can check all that out. We got a lot of interesting energies going on this year. I'm sorry, this month, this year for sure, but this month, just with Pluto going into retrograde, we just had the Scorpio full moon eclipse on Friday, which is also ruled by Pluto. A lot of transformational energies. Mercury retrograde still going for about another week, and that'll go into its shadow. We'll still have reflective time though until like June 1st with that. So a lot of beautiful energies for transformation transition. So be sure to check that out. Also, each week I put out at least one pick a card reading. This week's was what can help you in your current situation. I also have a bunch of other pick a cards on my main page. So if you ever are in need of some extra messages from Spirit, be sure to check those out. There are a lot. And I have playlists broken out for like love and relationships and abundance and finances and career and life purpose, and then a bunch of others too. So be sure to check those if you are interested. And I think that is everything that I had. So let's get my desktop set up and we will get into the readings and see what Spirit has for us. If you are new to my channel or to these readings, the way that the free readings are handled is I do go down the list, first come, first serve. Um, in the chat, there's no special list. The chat is the list. If you don't want to put your business out there, you can just ask for general guidance, general reading, whatever. Spirit knows what you're wanting. This person in the chat room doesn't need to know, and we'll pull cards. So that's how that works. Also, if anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange, and I step outside of the free readings, dive deeper into those, and then I return back to the free readings and go down there. Donations can be any amount. I don't look for a specific dollar amount because I understand everybody's finances varies person to person, day to day, for us, and also country to country, planet to planet, in case you're an alien catching this, it's all, all good. To make a donation, you can use the super chat at the bottom. Also, there's a pinned comment. And in the description box, it talks about my Venmo, my Cash App, my PayPal, and Square. So all those options, whatever is convenient for you. All right. I think that's it. Blah, blah, blah. Let's get into it. So I do not see any donations. So we will start at the very top and work our way down. I am using these beautiful, beautiful Syrian Starseed Tarot from the Sirius Starseed Collective, which is really cool. And shoot some. Get these all. There we go. All right. So we will start off. So Esmeralda, hello. I see you have a question, but Anya Ahuya snuck right in between there. So you'll be up next, Esmeralda. And Anya, you want to know, does Juan know that Ateshi has a crush on him? Ooh, not yet, but if he attends this live, he does now. I'm just kidding. I tell you, Sagittarius moon energy. The moon went into Sagittarius like midday yesterday. I've been in such a silly mood today. You will not believe it. All right, let's take a look here. I don't, for some reason, I don't think he has a clue. The Five of Orbs, which is the Five of Swords, I feel like they're caught up in their minds here because the Five of Swords can be like, conflict, difficulty in communication. I just don't think it's getting into like their mind. The Three of Flames here, the Three of Wands, shows like this different direction in their lives. I feel like this isn't the normal interpretation, but I feel like they're just torn in three different directions in their life. So I feel like they're just so busy and so got so much going on they just don't that they just don't see it, right? So it's just very, very uh distracted, just like I was. That's the way it feels. They're like they're almost just like so overwhelmed they just can't recognize it. So very distracted, very distracted. So I don't think they do. And that is what I have for you, Anya. So yeah, I think they're just kind of oblivious. It's almost to take her like, walking up to him and kissing him on the cheek. And he'd be like, what? Yeah, I like you. Oh, well, I just feel like they're very busy. Not that they're like, you know, ignorant or anything. I just feel like they're overwhelmed, that they just are mentally tired, mentally, going. So anyway, that's what they have. So there we go, Anya. That's what they have. Many blessings to you, Esmeralda. Thank you for your patience. So you have your final stats exam on Tuesday morning. And it's very important. You don't want to lose your scholarship or be removed from the dean's list. Dun, dun, dun. All right, well, let's take a look here and see, will you pass? And see what Spirit has here for you. What do you want? Okay, these right here. Well, I like this for you because you've got the Emperor, which is Aries fiery energy. You also have the Seven of Flames, the Seven of Wands, which is a positive card. The Emperor tells you that it's all in your power, really. You have the mind, you have the ability. The Emperor is like, full of all these people in the throne room, all these opinions, all this supposed to, shoulds, need tos. And if the Emperor goes into fear mode because he fears he's going to let everyone down, he becomes a tyrant, he becomes a dictator, and all of his wisdom, all his compassion and love, but all his wisdom and intelligence also goes out the window. So, what they're showing me here is you have it within your power to do well and pass. It has to do here, though, with remaining calm. If you have fear, then that's what happens to the human body. If you ever hear of test anxiety or interviewing anxiety or stage fright, all those things are because when we go into fight or flight mode, our intelligent, compassionate adult self pshoo, is gone. Our little child self um, kicks out everyone when it goes into fight or flight mode. And so a 2-year old, along with his cat, are in charge. It's like they hiss and attack and they hiss and run away or attack then run away, right? So the biggest thing that you can do is find out how to stay calm, how to be, meditate before you go. If you start to feel the fears rise, just learn some breathing exercises, a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose, or in the mouth and out the mouth, whatever you're able to do. Just slow. And it's May 7th, 7:07 p.m. right now where I'm at with all these sevens too, by the way. And it's just take a big deep breath and let it go. And then take another deep breath till you feel calm again. And then here comes back your adult. And your adult has all this information in your subconscious you've been studying, so you have full access to it. And so just take a deep breath and come back. So, meditate, listen to calming music, do anything you can before you go to take the test to go in calm, knowing that you have all power here, and reason in your head, which, reason is all about, statistics, right? It's all about, figuring things out. And the Seven of Flames shows you have the ability because it's you up here doing well, people failing down here going, why do you get to pass and I don't? And you're like, well, because I studied and I know how to calm my bohiny down and access my brilliant mind. So I like this for you. It's a very powerful, very, you've got it as long as you just stay calm and you've been studying, you've been attending classes, you have all the information in your head. It's just a matter of calmly study whatever you can in between now and then, of course. But don't let fear cheat you out of all that information. Calm yourself. Calm. Esmeralda, calm down. Esmeralda, would they say you were can rub your lower earlobe and USA. So that's what they have for you, Esmeralda. I have every confidence you will do well because you can calm yourself. All right. So that is what they have. Many blessings to you. Julia, hello. You'll be up next. I do have a couple donations that have come in. So I am going to complete those first, then I'll be back to you. So let me shrink this back here so I can see things. There we go. All right. Always victory. Hello. Hello. Thank you so much for your donation. And would P be a good agent business partner? All right. Let's take a look here. We'll see what does Spirit want you to know about this person here. All right, let's take a look. Okay. All right, yeah, very positive here. We've got the Four of Flames, the Four of Wands, marriage card, partnership, right? So very joyful, very bright, very, positive card here. Then you have the Adept, of Orbs, which is the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is about movement of thought and belief and mindset and a quest for higher truth, higher information. So but for this, I'm really feeling like if you do go into like a business partnership kind of thing, make sure everything is in order paper wise and everything in writing and the communication is very clear on expectations and everything there too. Because you also have the Ace of Orbs, which is new ideas, new creativity. And I feel like the combination of these two with that also says that they would be good with helping generate new ideas, new thinking, higher thinking, different perspectives, and it would be beneficial for you because it also brings in, um, you know, both of these. You have two fours. You have the four of crystals, which is a stability in the outside world and stability of energy. So a very solid foundation. So with both of these, it feels like it's a very positive thing. And even if they think things look at things a little differently than you do, that's great, because you want two different perspectives on things. I feel like where one of you might be very like numbers oriented, like good at math and good at, you know, organization and stuff, the other has a really good creative mind, which that's a great combination for it to, come through like that. So I like that. So very much a thumbs up with those cards coming in, always a victory. So I like it for you. It feels good. And that's what they have. So easy breezy. Thank you again so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. Oh no, Mars, is it getting more and more? Whoop, there's a fifth option. Uh-oh. All right, so we'll get to you soon here. I just hadn't noticed that you added on another one. That's funny. All right, so Geeta, thank you so much for your donation. And let's take a look here. What is the overall outcome of my relationship with A? Absolutely. Yeah, no problem, Mars. We'll get it figured out. All right, so Geeta, let's take a look here. What is the overall outcome of your relationship with A? All right, so we went to those. They went that one. Anything else? All right. Let's see what we have here. Whoops. Hit my keyboard. I'm like, I didn't disconnect this, did I? Okay, good. You know, Geeta, with this A here, we've got the first card coming out is the Hermit's card, reflection, journey with yourself. So I don't feel like this particular person that it's not going to end up in like a relationship, but I do like this for you because I do have um, some great cards that come in here. Because in addition to the Hermit card there, we do have you, there's a lot of emotional confusion, and I feel like both of these are like here you're headed up in your emotions. And the Eight of Cups here is about you leaving behind emotions that no longer serve you, and you're headed up here over to the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, something that's more in alignment with your heart. I just feel like the relationship with A, it just is so emotionally confusing. It feels like so inconsistent and so unstable a lot emotionally with it, that it's like hot and cold, and woo, distant, close, hot, like I said, hot, cold, um, loving, angry, blah, blah, blah. It's like, how many personalities do you have? It's like, what is going on here? And they just have a lot of stuff that's going on that's triggering things, but I don't feel it's for you because of these that come in here. Because you have the Ace of Orbs, which is the Ace of Swords, which is, seeing things from a different perspective. The Ace of Swords allows you to cut away thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that no longer serve. So as you're letting go of emotions that no longer serve, you're also cutting away mindsets that no longer serve. And it's allowing you to see things differently, which here you have I actually feel like there's this person, this is someone that is more in alignment with you that's coming your way. And I like this because they are both the master of crystals, which is the king of pentacles of the outside world. They know who they are. They have a solid foundation of their worth. They have, a nice, um, solid, structured outside world full of abundance. But and I feel like they're an entrepreneur because this king of flames, the master of flames, the king of wands, very fiery personality too. Which, but they're entrepreneurs. They get things done. They have passion, and all of this coming in here, very much more in alignment with with what you're wanting. And I just feel like this is a much better match, which is of course why you know people don't leave us, people don't we don't leave people's lives, people are moved out of our lives and we're moved out of other people's lives so that we can move down more of the um, pathway of where we're meant to go, and to make the space for who's supposed to be in our life. So when we have a lower vibrational energy of certain fears and all these thoughts, beliefs, and mindsets, and everything we have, we have these lower vibrations, we draw in lower vibrational individuals to reflect it to us so that we can release them, and then our love vibration goes up, and then we draw in people more in alignment with our higher heart where we want to go. So I feel like that's what's coming in here, Gita. I just really like this master of crystals, master of flames that is coming in here, because they've got it together. They're very motivated. They're very passionate, very bright. They have the fire sign type of energy, which is childlike, which is not childish, which maybe the other one's childish, but this one's childlike. And they have this awe for life and this desire to search after life, and to live and not just exist. They're like they make sure there's time. Yeah, for now. I just feel like it's so volatile, up and down and all over the place. I feel like this will be ending um, soon, because this other person is just they're who you're meant to be with, because it's someone that wants to yeah, work hard, but they also play hard, right? And they want to enjoy things, go on vacations, do this, do that, and they've created their life very much where they have the ability to do a lot of these things. And I just feel like this is more in alignment with what your high heart wants. So I don't feel like it's going to be very much longer that you'll be with A, but just know it's for you, because I just don't feel like you're happy consistently, you know, like that 7 of cups. There's 7 different emotions that are always being expressed, and you're like, "Well, I like the one, but these others are just, hot and cold and up and down," and you're just like, you don't know. I almost feel like you have to walk on eggshells. You don't know what kind of mood they're in. It depends on the moment, depends on the day, right? So I like it something. Yeah, exactly. I get you. I feel the feels there, Gita. And just you deserve more, and you deserve respect. You deserve to be cherished. I don't feel like you feel like you're cherished. I feel like you know, they think you're lucky to be around me, and you're like, oh, you have no idea how lucky you are to be around me. But you never really hear them say that, unless they're uh had a lot to drink, or something. And they're like, I love you. And you're like, yeah, tell me when you're sober. But I feel like it's not going to be much longer. And there's this wonderful, wonderful person that uh, deserves you, and that you deserve as well. So I like that for you, Gita. Hang in there. You'll know. You'll be like, all right, that's it. I'm out. But hang in there. Much love to you. And again, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. All right. Right, so we left off with Julia. Hey, Julia. Hello. You want to know your Leo's current feelings? Let's see what's going on with this Leo. What are they feeling in this moment right here? Okay. So what we got? What do we got going on here? All right. Well, I like this. We've got the Three of Cups, very joyful, very happy. Two of Crystals, they're balancing things out. Here's the yin and the yang, or yin and yang, however you pronounce it here. And I like it very much. This they're coming together here. They're really seeing um, the vision of who who you guys can be and what they want out of life. So there's this wonderful balance coming out in the outside world, and there's this joy that's just building up within them. So I'm excited for how this is coming in here, but very, very positive. I like this balancing that's coming in here because I kind of feel like they've been building up to this point of not knowing you know what do I think? What do I wanna do? What do I wanna do? But I feel like they're just really calming down, really feeling grounded in this joy that's coming in. So if they haven't reached out, I'll be surprised if you don't hear from them by the end of next week. Like they want to hang out, get together, whatever it may be. If you haven't already, I just feel like they're ready for you know. All right, we're good. We're good. They're beyond the talking to themselves in the mirror, talking themselves up. They're just feeling very calm, and I like it. So here we go. That's what they have for you, Julia. So many blessings to you. All right. And we'll continue moving down the list here. So we have Rhonda. Rhonda, hello, hello, my friend. So an update on how your journey is going. If you're, am I working on things and finding balance? Balance. All right, let's take a look here. Absolutely. It is my pleasure to be here. Thank you for that. Yeah, I hear that. From my friends in the physical, like, that I actually see in the physical world too. They're like, "You always tell me how it is," and I'm like, "Yeah, they do. They don't mess around." They're like, "If you don't wanna if you don't wanna know the truth, don't ask any questions," right? I'm like, "Whoa, okay." So let's take a look here. What's going on with balance here? Alright, yep. So I do see here the two of chalices, of course it looks like romance, but it is also about learning the power of emotional choice, which I really feel you're doing here. Then you have the adept of orbs, which is the knight of swords, movement of thought and belief and mindset. So you definitely, your journey, you are, on this beautiful path of searching for higher truths and higher truths and also cutting away the small t truths, those fears that no longer serve you. Of course, a lot of it is around love here because I know for most humans this is like the big thing that we deal with in our life is relationship, right? But I feel like this is also relationship with higher self, relationship with other people, friendships, whatever. You really have been um, slicing away so many of those fears that you had around what will people think. Ugh, what a question, right? We're like the mysterious they, what will they think? And then, but it's beautiful because of what progress you've made in that. And you just continue to cut away. And it's like with any habit, spirit is saying, be gentle with yourself. We are, when we're learning a new habit, we have this huge groove that we, um, carved into the ground by walking that path over and over and over and over. That's why there's a Grand Canyon, right? Because the river kept going through there, and that's why it's so big. But when we're carving a new canyon, it takes time, and we can sometimes bump and end up over there. And it's okay. Just when you're aware of it, just gently return back, and there's no judgment. It's just the journey, and so you are working on finding balance. And the balance that you had was like this before, like all of us, how we start off, and we go like this right? It's back and forth, and it balances out, it balances out, it balances out. So don't beat yourself up. You've been doing wonderful, wonderful. Spirit's always giving you high fives all around for the big steps that you've taken in your life and how you've told people, I'd like thank you for your opinion, but it's not mine. So I like it for you, Rhonda. Continue doing what you're doing. I like it a lot. All right. Many blessings to you and good to see you. All right. I do have a couple donations, so I will go to those. The next free reading will be double, triple, quadruple X. So I will be back to you in a moment. All right. So, Twin Venus, thank you so much for your donation and welcome. Thank you for being a new subscriber as well. And hopefully, we'll see you around some more. You're definitely welcome into our soul family. So, we'll take a look here. So, will the bull contact you soon, or is he no longer interested in moving on? Let's take a look here, see what they have to say here. So, will the bull? All right. So we got those, and so that's about the contact. And let's take a look here at the interestedness here. Okay, so it's those. All right. So I don't feel here like they will, and it's quite all right, right? Because we've got the star seed, which is the full card in the standard tarot. Feel like this is like they're starting a new path. They're heading in a new direction with the abundance card, the Empress card, which is new passion, new beginning, new harvest. Just feel like with all this newness, I feel like that's where they're moving on here, because I feel here. Let me show you these other cards, and I'll come back to the Five of Orbs. Because when I asked, are they interested or moving on, and we have the Eight of Chalices, leaving behind emotions that no longer serve, passion, 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 you know, and I just, with this Five of Orbs, the Five of Swords, I just feel like that you guys had significant differences in mindsets and beliefs, and they just your spirit guides are funny because they're like they just couldn't get over that you were always right. you know and it's not like you were like you act like a know-it-all or whatever. You just are like, they're like, oh, but this is a such and such and such, and you're just like, yeah, well, it could be. I thought I heard, you would do it in a nice way. Like, I thought I heard somewhere that it was this and this, so I'm not sure, but you want to look it up real quick. You're like, oh yeah, see, it's that, and they're just like, they just, um, you know, in so much more in addition to that type of stuff too. But that you just your stuff, what you believe, why. You don't just believe stuff because someone said it. You always research, you do your research. And I feel like they just kind of go off by the seat of their pants and go, I thought I heard blah blah blah, and it's like, well, just because someone said it doesn't mean it's true. And I feel like they kind of just, like being the bull, it feels like they just really, um, you know, really, stubborn, right? They really like, this is my way, and they don't have an open mind. And I feel like that was just too much for them. They have a lot of fears of not being good enough, fears of failure and things and like that just take over, and that's why they're just like, I'm gonna go over here, and that's what I feel was coming in with all these cards here, is just they've got a lot of uh, avoidance patterns in their life, where they'd rather just kind of try to find someone new than try to work through things and challenge themselves in that kind of way. So that's what's kind of coming through for me, Twin Venus on here. So hopefully that resonates. But that's what they have for you right now. Definitely, I feel like, you know, Spirit always says that people don't leave our lives or people don't reject us. They're removed out of our lives to make space for people that are more in alignment for us in our path and where we're going. And that's what I feel is happening here too. It's like, yeah, you need someone that is, yeah, that honors your authenticity and you being yourself here. Yeah. Someone who's more with your wish fulfillment, so the 9 of Cups is a wish fulfillment card, and someone, more in alignment with your dreams come true, but that you can feel like you can stay your authentic self around, and you don't have to be like, "Well, maybe if I just keep my mouth shut and not be myself, we can hang around." But who wants to hang around that? I'd rather be myself and be alone by myself than feel I have to shrink and dim my light in order for someone else not to be offended or whatever. So I like it for you, Twin Venus. So thank you again for your donation. Hang in there. I'm excited for whoever this wish come true individual is more in alignment. So I like it. All right. So many blessings. Again, thank you for your donation. All right. Hey, Jamie. I do see I got your Square payment. So thank you so much for that, your Square donation. It won't show up on here in the chat, but it does pop up in my email. So I do see that. You were up next. And then I do have another donation after that. So Renee. So hello, Renee. You'll be up after that. So Jamie, you want to know, how does Kay feel about you when he hears your name? All right. Yeah, no problem, Jamie. I know it's complex because a lot of options. So let's take a look here. How does Kay feel about you when he hears your name? Uh-oh. Let's take a look here. So I do want that one, and I do want that one over there, this one here, put this one here, and that one last. All right, let's take a look here. Sorry, I'm just getting all these together here. Okay. So they have a lot of, thoughts first. Let me see. Do they even have any emotions here? We've got the 7 of orbs is the 7 of swords, which when they hear your name, they've got these thoughts, beliefs, and mindsets of their own that had made them feel like where they would lose love or lose opportunities. And they're realizing what of their own thoughts and beliefs, that have kept them from things like that. And it feels like, um, they've had a lot of situations, with friendships and relationships and family and everything else, where there's a lot of repetitive same things happening over and over again, a lot of disagreements, a lot of conflict, and they're realizing. So when they hear your name, it reminds them, um, oh yeah, it's like almost like you're the more recent individual that reminds them that I am the one. When I look over everything, it's dawning on them that I'm the common denominator in a lot of this stuff. So I like it. And the 3 of Wands shows that they're changing direction. And I feel like when they hear your name, they're having like this epiphany of sorts, about their life, because it makes them really look at things. Let me explain that. Because they've got the shadow card, which is the devil card, and they don't go, "You're the devil." This is the Saturn energy, which challenges these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. This whole web they created for safety in their life when they were growing up. When they would have a punishment or pain in their life, they'd create this whole web around it to protect them. I don't want to do that again. and then something else would happen. I don't do that. So there's all this web everywhere that kept him so restricted and in fear so much, I feel, that they had a lot of this um, restriction, right? They weren't able to be themselves. They were almost in constant reactionary mode, it feels like. But I feel like they're really they're on this place here of the Sage of Crystals is the Queen of Pentacles, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, nurturing themselves. They're on this newness. There's this new birth that's happening in their life. And we have the Seeker of Orbs, which is the Page of Swords. So, the sword stuff that's going on here has to do with these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. They're actually beginning to see things differently from a different point of view. Um, so it's more so, how they feel. I don't want to say guilty because I don't feel like they would ever admit that, but they've got and regret. But I feel like they're more. They've been more in the past like a forest fire, where they just burn through people and burn through things and situations, and they don't look back. So this reflection and the stuff that they're doing is kind of new for them because fires can't burn backwards because they burn all the fuel. But I feel like they're with this three of flames, they are changing directions. The three of wands, three of flames is about they were headed this direction and now they're choosing to go a different direction because of these past situations. And I feel like maybe this interactions with you, and when they hear your name, it just makes them uh, kind of like a mirror. Suddenly it's like, here, look at yourself, and they're like, and it's not towards you, it's the feelings they have towards themselves because of all this stuff. And so they're working on it and they're transforming, but that's the kind of energy that comes through, is that they're looking at themselves, and it almost feels like recovery in a way, where people are being forced to look at their pain, and they're forced to look at what they've said and done to others and how they've interacted, but it feels like they're going through like a 12-step program, whether it's a real one or it's one that they're taking on their own, but they're really in this place. I feel like they've had enough pain and suffering in their life. They just couldn't take it anymore. And I feel like the interactions with you were like a last straw. Um, and, I kind of feel like you're probably one of the nicer, yeah, like you're one of the nicer people that he ever interacted with. And for you to say what you said to them, they took it very deeply. Like, wow. I mean, they really listened. I feel like out of anyone, they listened to what you said, even though it didn't seem like they did. I feel like they were, it really impacted them. Because again, I feel like you're like one of the nicest, sweetest individuals that they ever were able to be with or be around. And you told and but you're very honest, and you don't let people get away with anything. And not in a like you know a zealot kind of way, but you're just like, um I need to call you on this BS and we need to talk about this, right? And I feel like it's shaking things up for him. But that is what I'm feeling, Jamie. So yeah, I feel like he's becoming less of a fearing person, and he's dealing with the past, because it's the fears that kept him in this loop, with all that. So I like it. So that is what they have. Again, thank you so much for your donation and for your big heart. You did make a difference in his life. So I do like that. All right. So thank you again. All right. So Renee, you are up next for the next donation. All right. All right, let's take a look here. So, a couple questions. So, would they think it's too much? Oh, okay. All right, let's take a look here and see if that's too much too soon or if they'd be like, heck yeah. Let's take a look here. So we got those three for the boat. And then the second question, how's it going to be? All right, so tomorrow's a meeting with a V. Let's take a look here. So they want that one and that one and then that one. All right, let's see what we got going on here. All right, that's funny. And then we'll look at those further. I laugh. If it's funny because usually the six of orbs, the six of swords, is a boat that's moving from one direction to another. So I think it's funny that that came up here. But we have the temperance, which is balance. I think it's too much too soon. Just know that the great wheel, the wheel of fortune, things will turn out good and that, but you don't need to do that yet. I feel like this divine justice card is, the balancing out of things, and it's like, yeah, let's, just wait a little while longer there. You know, um, I think it's a take it a little slower there with the boat. But yeah, it's unfolding good. It's all going good there. So I like it. That's funny though with the boat. And then the meeting with tomorrow. All right. Yeah, we've got the five of swords, the five of orbs, and you've got the sage of orbs, the queen of swords here. And then you've got the four of cups. So emotionally stable, so that's good. The meeting tomorrow is not going to get emotionally out of hand with her or them with V. And the sage, the queen of swords, is about balancing heart and mind, because the five of swords can be, it starts out maybe communication a little conflicted, but we are in the middle of Mercury retrograde. So just keep that in mind. Keep a balanced heart and mind. See things from a higher perspective. That'll help with the communication here. So it can go well. It's just being aware that if there's any misunderstanding in what is being said, you know, try not to take offense or defense with it, but just realize, go, oh, Mercury retrograde. Communication is garbled and can be garbled and staticky. So remaining calm, keeping emotionally calm and emotionally balanced, and just look at things from a higher perspective. Take the high road, but just be clear, as clear as you can in communication. Gentle, balancing logic and emotion through it all. So if there's something difficult to say it with sincerity and love. Otherwise, you're going to have a fork fly across the table if you're having lunch. And so, I feel like it's um, nothing I'm afraid of, nothing warning signs or anything. It feels very good as long as you just go in with that awareness. So, with that awareness, everything I feel is going to be hunky dory with that. So, yeah, not much more to add into there. Um, but that's what they have for you, Renee. So, thank you again so much for your donation. You are very welcome. I'm excited for you. Of course, if it was up to me, I would say take them on the boat, but Spirit knows best. Again, remember, I'm living vicariously through you, so I'm like, let's go, fun time. All right. So many blessings to you. Enjoy your adventure. All right, I think that's all of them there. So let's see here, make sure I didn't pass anyone. Nope. All right, so we'll scroll back up here, and we left off with double, triple, quadruple X. What is your destiny? I have the flashback of, was it Back to the Future? I think it was Back to the Future, when his dad first talked to his mom, who he had a crush on. You're my density. What's my density? Let's take a look here. Well, so I'd like this here for you. You've got the Three of Chalices, which is very joyful. There is a connection to spirit with this too. You have divine justice, which is, they usually have the Ace of Swords, which is seeing things from a higher perspective and helping people overcome their fears, seeing things from this different place. It's usually rooted in unconditional love and helping them balance their fears with higher information. So you could be here. There's very much an opportunity. Our I keep on saying our density, our destiny. We have fated events, but there's so much that we can achieve in so many different ways. Our whole it's like a scavenger hunt, determining and finding our sole purpose in each lifetime. On the other side, we can go, what's my destiny? Boom, psh, I got it. What is it like over there? Psh, I'm over there. But here we get to walk towards and wander around. We don't get to experience that on the other side. And though as the human, I know it drives us nuts not to be able to do that, because that's probably in our core, we know we could. It's very amazing for spirit and our higher selves to walk with us and to discover, slowly uncover things. So they're giving you some different things to think about that help you move forward in finding what your destiny is, what you'd like to do. I feel like one is a spiritual teacher or a teacher of some kind, definitely. I also feel like this you can teach people that way in classroom, or you can teach people one-on-one through counseling, through you know, helping people in recovery. It's that type of thing where you're helping people really face their fears and turn their fear into joy, and to have their life go from something so down and so dark to something so bright. And I like this, and it's your heart. It's how you want to help the world, because you're here to experience life, the opposites that we're all experiencing. But we multitask, and this is what I feel your heart wants to do, is help people with this. So I feel it's close to home to help people move from feeling low and depressed and really dark in their life to something much brighter, and giving them tools and helping them balance those lies of fear with truths of love and higher, energies. So that's what I feel is coming in here for you, double, triple, quadruple X. So hopefully that makes sense to you. But that is what they have. So many blessings to you for right now. Not many blessings for you right now, but that's what they have for you right now. Many blessings always, but they're giving you little tidbits, little breadcrumbs for your destiny. And I like it. All right, Divine Feminine Chronicles. Hello, hello. I am doing well. I hope you're doing well. And you like a general reading. Whoops, there we go. So let's see what message they have here for you. All right, I like this for you here. I feel like you've been in this kind of feeling left behind in some ways, and I almost feel like you've had to been put in this position where I feel we're taught very much that you have to sacrifice yourself, and then you had these feelings of being left behind and abandoned and out in the cold, and with all of that, because it's like there's never enough left. They're like, "Thank you," psh, and then they're gone. Like it's like someone's like, "I'm starving. You here? You can have half my bread," and they grab the whole loaf and leave, and you're just like, "Well, wait a minute." And it's like this feeling that was busting around inside of you for a while, and you didn't realize it goes back to like when you were younger, like emotional child, 7 years and younger. That was all bubbling down underneath the surface. But I feel like you've been having these epiphanies, you've been doing that shadow work, like uh master level, shadow work, to transform those. And I feel like here comes the reward. You have the star seed, which is the full card, brand new beginning, a brand new opening, a new pathway free of all these restrictions that you had before of lack and feeling like you had these restrictiveness where you didn't feel like of course in your conscious mind you were like, yeah, I want to feel love, I want this to come, but there was like these invisible force fields that were keeping love away, abundance away, opportunities away, and you're going, WT, whatever. What's going on here? What the? And then you're like, oh, it's down here, isn't it? There's these programs that are running down underneath that's impacting these. That's where the force fields are coming from. And now that those have been dismantled because you've brought them into your consciousness, there's this brand new opening, this brand new path of abundance that's free of all these restrictions, free of these things. And it's unfolding. And I like that for you. So that's what's coming for you, Divine Feminine Chronicles. I'm excited to see. You're going to be like, what is all this abundance? I just never knew. So that is what they have for you. So many blessings to you. Right, LA, all is well with me. I hope all is well with you. You'll be up next for the next free reading. I do have a donation. Thank you so much, Olivia. Appreciate your donation. And your question is below. It's probably coming through right now. There it is. So you're in the process of planning to get together Wednesday with your friend A and Mike and Eric. Will it happen? Any insight? Absolutely. Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know? All right. So we got that one. We got that. We got these two. So I feel like this first card is you. The second card is A, and the next two cards that came out together are Mike and Eric together. So let's take a look here. Let's start with them. Let's see what's going on with them. Okay. I don't think it's going to be with, I don't think Mike and Eric are going to be able to attend here. I feel like Eric is going through a lot of reflection here with this shadow energy. They just have a lot on their mind that I feel like they're just kind of mentally exhausted. They're doing a lot of their inner work. Well, I don't know if they know they're doing their inner work, but inner work is being done on them because they've got it's like Saturn is just shaking all their thoughts and their beliefs and their mindsets about so many things. So they just have all this stuff hitting them from all directions, and they are just kind of like exhausted because I just feel like it almost feels like every area of their life has something going on to it to help them remove themselves from these shackles. I feel like they've had a lot of fear in their life and a lot of high expectations and high anxiety in their life, and it's come to a head where Saturn's going, all right, we're dealing with it now, and they're like, no, and like, yes you are, and so they're going through that right now. Eric is, and then Mike, they might show up here. I feel like with the Five of Flames, the Five of Wands, it starts off feeling conflicting and fiery, and they've got a lot of stuff going on as well. And I don't know if they're, if these people are close friends, but they might be like, well, like they would come together kind of thing. But I feel like they're like, well, if you want to stay home, I'm going to go. And there's like conflict, and then they're going to come anyway. So I feel like they will eventually show up. They might show up late, but I feel like Eric won't and Mike will, from what I see here. And then your friend A, hmm, Ace of Crystals, Ace of Pentacles, new opportunities. So this is good. This is a positive thing in the outside world. So definitely, I feel like that would be a good thing for A there. Yeah. And you got the Four of Wands, so you can have fun and joy. Here's the four, right? It's like, here, I want to have a get together with four, but I think only three will be there. One will be late, one will out, but the three of you, I think, will have a joyful and great time there. So I would just, know that, yeah, I feel like there will be like um, a you still have a great good time with it all. Um, and definitely you and A will. And eventually Mike will, but I don't feel like Eric will make it. He's going to get caught in his web and get stuck where they're just like, I just can't make it. Sorry. Um, so I feel like they will, all four will say, yeah, 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 we will. But Eric will have to poop out at the last moment. And Mike, I don't know, does he normally run late anyway? I feel like that wouldn't be a surprise for you, but that's what's coming in here um, for me. So I like it, Olivia. I feel like it's a all thumbs up for moving forward and planning that. So I think it's good. So thank you again. That is what they have for you. So thank you for your donation. Greatly appreciate that. You are very welcome. Enjoy. All right. So LA general read for the rest of May. Let's take a look here and see what does Spirit wants you to know about May. All right. Let's see what we got here. Well, I just put this back in and it came flying back out. So you have the Ace of Crystals, so new opportunities, positive things in your outside world, and the Star card. There's some of May has a wish fulfillment feeling for it. Other is about balancing. Usually there's 7 stars, which is balancing the chakras. So I really feel like it's full. I mean, look at this. There's like so much going on. There's just so much everywhere. But there's like a bright point. There's a connection with your higher self. There's balancing of things going on. Great opportunity, though. I feel overall this is the Ace of Pentacles, of course, can be new money coming in. So, possibly you'll have a settlement of some sort. You will have abundance coming in some way, new opportunities and new abundance coming in. But it does feel kind of wish fulfilling here with the Star card. It is a hopeful card. So I feel like there's hope restored in here in May. So very positive 2 cards coming in here. So I feel like it is a good sign, a good omen is what I hear. Like it's a good omen, LA. It's a good omen. So I like it for you. It feels like it's getting brighter and brighter and more hopeful and less stressful and I like that for you. So that's what they have. So many, many blessings to you, LA. And we'll continue moving down the list here. And we are to Butterfly A, like a general for the coming week. Let's see here. What does Spirit want you to know about this coming week? Oh, yeah, it is Sunday, isn't it? I tell you, I don't know where the weekend went. It was just like, here it is, isn't it? Like Friday morning, and here it is Sunday night. Let's see here. Wow. We've got the Seeker of Orbs, which is the Page of Swords, and you have the Karma card, which is it's actually the Judgment card, which is like this calling of your higher self to see things from a higher perspective. And both of these would really, has that type of energy to it because the Page of Swords is about, they have the Ace of Swords, which allows you to connect to the capital T truths of the higher realm, which allows you to cut away some fears, some old ways of thinking that no longer serve. So with communication and stuff next week, just try to take the high road, try to look at things from a higher place, and from a place of unconditional love whenever possible. It'll just allow everything to come through more smoothly. I feel like with that double X, the Judgment card or the Karma card is like 2 X's. I feel like there is some endings and beginnings. I don't feel like they're huge significant ones. I don't They feel like they just want to mention them, but they're not like, "Oh my god, you've got 2 major endings and that bring 2 big beginnings." I feel like they're just small little changes, like things, 2 unexpected things, and they like just go with the flow. They're almost showing me like write in pencil this next week, not in pen, because they're reminding me. I used to, when I was in management and corporation and stuff, I used a planner. I know I even worked in IT here, for a while too, and they go like, "Why do you keep a written planner?" Because I know IT. I go, "I know our system goes down, and you won't know where I'm supposed to be, what call I'm supposed to be on. I have it all here." And I feel like I would write things in pen, and people would cancel and reschedule, and I'd get so mad because I was like, "Oh, I had to scratch it out." But then, part of my internal process was spirit was like, "Write in pencil, then you can just erase it." And the anxiety went away. So, uh, that is funny, but that's what they have for you, butterflies. So many, many blessings. Enjoy your coming week. It seems all good. All right. Right. Hey, James. Whatever. I don't look at donation amounts. It's whatever you feel you're able to do. I just honor that energy exchange because I know everybody's finances range from person to person, day to day, wherever. So whatever you would like to donate is totally great. So great question. All right. So lovely, lovely. Blessed Sunday to you too, the Zen one. What will be Mr. Man's impression of me when we meet this week? That's funny. I had a dear friend that used to call people Mr. Man. That's funny. So, what are their impressions of you when you meet this week? Ooh. All right. Let's see here. What do we have coming in here? All right. Well, I like this. Six of Flames, very positive card. It's victory. It's seen as equal attraction. We've got the, three flames on each side, even though here it shows one up here, but, it's usually three flames on each side. So very mutual attraction. So, whoa. And we have the Chariot too. So you've got two victory cards here coming in. So very positive outcome. I love it. The Chariot card is also about movement. So I like that. Six of Flames, also about movement of passion, movement of energy. So I like this. It feels um, like you roll a six, in a game, right? Where you get to go up six spaces instead of one at a time. I feel like you guys really leap forward. Oh yeah, even with the six of wands, I feel like you guys make a significant leap forward in your interactions with talking. It just feels so natural. I'm reminded of, just of situations where you feel like you've known someone before and you just resonate really well. And that's what I feel is coming in here. Of course, the Chariot, too, for you is the power of choice card. So remember, you get to choose what story you put to it, what emotion you want to feel as you go through it, and where you invest your energy in it. We can focus on the uh, gratitude for what is and unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter and all that. And that grows and expands. If we focus on fears, then we're going to invite them in, right? So we've already talked about all that. So I feel like they're just letting you know mainly it's victorious, it moves forward quickly in a good way because it just feels like you guys know each other already. Um, like even beyond what we've already talked and communicated, it just feels like yeah, exactly. So I really feel this very cohesive evening or day or whatever whenever you're meeting. So I like that for you, Lovey. So many blessings to you. I'm excited. Let us know how it goes. All right. Thank you so much, James, for your donation. So you will be up next here, and my next free reading will be Sterling L. So I shall return. Appreciate your donation, James. And so you made plans to see Patty, Cancer, Sun, and Moon, and Virgo rising tomorrow night. Hell, let's go. Your Gemini, Sun, Aquarius, Moon, and rising. All right. So let's take a look here and see what does Spirit want you to know here. All right. Those, and I do want this one here. What else? All right. Sorry, I don't mean to giggle just because we got the Aquarius card coming in here, and with all your Aquarius moon and rising, that's why I was just like, oh, that's funny. Um, so we've got the Seeker of Crystals, which is the Page of Pentacles. So that's very positive. It feels like new abundance that comes in here. So I really like that. And the star card, of course, is this is beautiful, wonderful, Aquarian energy. It's hope, but the star card is like a wish come true type of feel to it, too. So, with these two together, very much this feeling of what a wonderful feeling of opportunity. Like, wow, it really goes really, really well. I just feel it just unfolds, you know, in a I don't know, it almost feels like dreamy type of way where it just feels like everything just clicks and unfolds well there. Because we also have here, we've got the abundance, the Empress card here, which is new birth, newness. There is sensuality there. So there is this, of course, with Cancer, Sun, and Moon, they're very emotional, um, expressive. So you're going to feel this beautiful flow of energy come out. And the Nine of Crystals. Here is the Virgo ness here, with the earthiness. You're going to see that both of you have this nice that you don't I feel like neither of you have this neediness that exudes from you. I feel like with the Nine of Crystals, it's very much finding your worth. You have a solid worth of yourselves within each other, and so it's not like you're. I don't feel like it's this competition to try to impress one another. I feel like you're truly showing your who you are, and and showing, and speaking through there. Oh, wow. Well, it's good. You can get your heart back now. No, I'm just kidding. Um, but I like this. The Five of Swords here, this is what I feel is normally this is starts off like a conflict of communication, whatever. But I don't. I getting a different energy on here. There's like this, two swords on each side, and the Ace of Swords up above. I feel it's more conflict within you. I don't feel like this is conflict between you two. So, I have like this um the conflicting thoughts, the old thoughts to the new thoughts, and um I just feel like this is what you're going through right now, and I feel like you can let it go. I feel like you can, realize you're not who you used to be, they're not who they're used to be. And it's like there's this release here. The five is a transformational mind thing, and I feel like you're changing your mindset. You're allowing things. Of course, you've got Gemini. You're a air sun, air moon, air rising. So thoughts, thinking, no way. But you're transforming those, and you're allowing yourself to go. You know what? I'm kind of going to take everything I know in a way and put it on the shelf, and I'm gonna like you were saying, I'm gonna get to know them all over again, and with a fresh start, a fresh way of looking at things. Of course, you're gonna have all that on the shelf as reference because you could never forget it, being so air oriented. But I feel like you're just like, you know what, I'm gonna put that to the side, and I'm just gonna enjoy it. And like you're saying here, just enjoy the evening, be yourself. I mean, you've got Mother Luna here. Here's all the Cancer signs showing up here. So just keep in mind, you know, I'm an Aquarius sun, so I get not the warning, but the awareness that they're bringing in here for you is realize that you are air and you have a lot of thinking, but they are emotion. Especially with the Cancer moon, their emotions, they feel. And I know people think Aquarians don't feel, and I'm like, oh, we do. We just keep them in containers. We keep them in a little plastic Tupperware. Burp the lid that keeps everything fresh. We have a special room in our heart that keeps everything preserved, but that's where the emotions go. But we don't wear them on our sleeve. And sometimes people have to ask us for some of the Tupperware, right? We're like, oh, yeah, here's some of my emotion. So they're saying, don't forget to express emotion because that's the language she's going to speak, right? So I like it. Very, very positive vibes through all this, and I like that both of you are showing up as yourselves in the reading here. A lot of Aquarius energy and air energy, and here's all the Cancer energy there. So I like it. Got the abundance card, so it's looking like a fun, interesting evening. And I like that. You're just going to be you, and that's perfect. And that be you, but also remember to express your emotions. Let them see that you have emotion, right? Um, so that is what's coming through, James. And I thank you so much for your donation, and have an amazing time. I'm sure you will. All right. Thank you again. All right, Twin Venus, thank you so much for your additional donation here. And is your job stable, or should you be concerned? Let's take a look here and see, what does Spirit want you to know around your job here? Okay. I wanted these two and that one and that one. All right. You know, we've got here the Sage of Crystals, which is the Queen of Pentacles. New birth, Mother Nature and Mother Nurture taking care of you. But I feel like there's going to be a new opportunity opening up for you. And I'm not getting that your job is unstable or that you should be concerned, but I feel like you're ready for something new anyway, because there's this opportunity that's coming up, and you've even got the Knight of Pentacles. Like, things have been slow, things have been going slow. Like, financially, I feel at your work, it's not the normal meaning of this card for me, but I just feel like I'm sorry, this year we only can give this much of a raise, or okay, we're going to be able to promote you or give you a raise when blah blah blah, and then you do it, and they're like, well, things have changed. We have to. Almost feels like I feel like a horse and a carrot or whatever, where they're being um, promised things and not getting it, or they're not paying you and rewarding you for your work. And I feel like that it's time for you to choose you and to look, because I feel like it's time here for this. You got the Eight of Flames, so Eight of Wands, a lot of energy. I also feel this is Spirit talking to you. They're going to be giving you a lot of signs, a lot of messages in the outside world. So be looking for the signs, be looking for those indications of where to apply and what you want to do. Uh, and I feel too with the Eight of Wands, it's passion. It's, what do you want to do? So I'm just going to close my drapes here. I mean, my blinds. Um, what do you want to do? Um, Now's the time to live. Now's the time to express your passion of life and do those things. Because you also have the Master of Chalices, the King of Cups, who the King of Cups, they rule over emotion. They also get a second portion of air. So it's balancing of mind and heart. And I feel like it's time to really nurture yourself, and to allow yourself to see what it is that you want to do and what's keeping you from doing that. I almost feel like with the Knight of Pentacles, you've been holding on. you know it's like, we can get into a toxic relationship with our job, right? We can get it caught into, it's comfortable. We can get caught into, like, yeah, I know they're a little abusive, but it's not that bad. I'm afraid I won't be able to find someone somewhere else like that, right? That's how we, I don't think that you would put up with an abusive, uh, you know, human relationship, but you're like, I think you might have been putting up a little bit with an abusive relationship with your employer, with your job, and I feel like you are recognizing that now and you're ready. Oh, I just feel, well, it's interesting because I just feel like you're not getting paid what you're worth. They're not giving you what you deserve, and that it's time to do something more in alignment with your heart, with all these cards. So I know, like you say, you love what you do, and you don't want to leave the job. But is there something else that would be to your heart's desire? Something else that would make your heart sing? Because I just feel like with all of these cards here, um, it just feels that way. And I would seriously, especially with the Eight of Flames, just you know, um, keep your ears and eyes open. Okay, yeah. So there you go. So yeah, definitely there's this movement, with the Eight of Flames for sure, keeping your eyes open for the messages from spirit and the confirmations of things too. So, yeah, so look into transferring, boom, boom, boom. But I feel like that, and that would make sense with the Eight of Flames too. The faster, um, um, environment, I feel is more your speed too. It's like go, 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 go. But yeah, I feel like yeah, this movement is definitely indicated here. I don't feel, like I said, I don't feel like your job is in danger. I just feel like you're not getting the opportunities you deserve within the organization and the pay and all that too. So I feel like you will have more opportunities. Um, Yeah. So New York, New York, New York, right? Let me take a look here. Is New York for your um, highest experience? Let's take a look here. Yeah, Six of Flames. Yeah, you got the victory. You're seen, you're recognized. So New York is a positive there. That's basically the energy I was feeling. Is you're not being recognized, you're not being seen, you're not getting the pay you deserve, the opportunities, using your skills. There's so much more that you could do, I feel. So I would definitely look into that. Perfect. All right. Thank you so much again for your donation. I greatly appreciate that, Twin Venus. And New York, New York. Victory. All right. Many blessings to you. All right, Sterling L, you are up. So, what are Ken's next actions towards you? Let's take a look here. All right, that one. What else? And that one. All right. So let me take a quick sip here. So, you know, with these cards here, the Three of Cups, Three of Chalices here is joy, celebration, type of thing, but it's more like group. I feel like there's going to be something of a gathering of sorts here. But the Seeker of Orbs, this is the Page of Swords. I'm sorry, it's the Seeker of Orbs, Page of Swords, which is all about looking at things from a different perspective, cutting away expectations and things like that. I almost feel, it feels like they're in this weird place. I don't know. I'm trying to look at this energy, this feeling that they're giving me. I just feel like they're um I don't want to say like backing off into friend zone, but it feels like they are just kind of um with looking at their thoughts and beliefs and mindsets around things. It almost feels like they're unsure of what they want, and So this next one, even though 3 of cups is like joy and celebration and things like that, I must feel like there's like 3 people in this get together, this gathering, like they hang out with you and someone else, and um, and I feel like they're, um, I don't know, it's just they don't, and this is the confusion that they're feeling because that's what they're making me feel, is that they just almost can't put it in words. They're just like, I don't know what I want. I don't know, and well, hey, let's all go hang out. you know and I feel like because they don't know what they want, they don't want to necessarily be alone one on one, if that makes sense, and they are like wanting to just try to figure things out first, and so they figure if there's another person involved, that there's someone else to keep the conversation going, and that they can kind of stay repressed a little bit, if that makes sense. Very interesting here. I feel like whatever this is that's going on, something has triggered him. Let me see here. Yeah, well, got the Seven of Chalices, a lot of emotional confusion. So something's hit them here in their life, um, where it's just kind of knocked them off the fence. And I feel like they're in a daze and they're just trying to figure things out. So whatever this fear has been ignited in their life, it's brought around some confusion around things. So I'm sorry I don't have more clarity in there. They're just showing me someone very confused. All my you know you can see I'm having trouble talking. All of these thoughts are just jumbled and mumbled, and all these emotions are jumbled and mumbled. No, I'm not. I don't think I'm having a heart attack or a stroke because I've been doing fine. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's what's coming through, Sterling. So hopefully that makes sense to you. But very, very interesting there. So that's what they have. So hang in there, Sterling. Many blessings to you. Maybe we'll be able to pull cards, later and see has things settled in there. What's going on? All right, Eliza, you are up next. Hello, hello. So blessings to you as well. What does Kuya? What did they say to about you? Uh-oh. Let's take a look here and see, what does Spirit want you to know about what was said here? Well, well, well. um, So, we have the Adept of Flames, which is the Knight of Wands, fastest moving horse, a lot of passion. So I feel like they might have shared that you're very energetic and very, outgoing, very, a very passionate person, whatever that means, right? The Three of Crystals here, the Three of Pentacles also is about that you stay true to your authentic self. You never do anything you don't want to do. You're not swayed a lot by what people are saying you shouldn't do, etc. But I feel like there's this, you know, um, they're sharing that you are your own individual. You're passionate for what you believe in, what you want to do, and but you stay true to your authentic self too. So, I don't feel like it's like a necessarily anything negative was said. I feel like they're just more, you know, I don't want to say warning them, but it's like they're just saying, "Hey, just so they are their own person. You can't push them around." And very passionate. Very. I don't know. Are you very, very fiery? Will you get in someone's face if they say anything? I feel like you're more reserved, but I feel like if someone pushes you, but I feel like there's this flame. I feel like they're saying passion, passion, passion. So if that makes sense. But that's what's coming through, Elisa. So there you go. And what do we care, right? People are going to say what they're going to say, and people are going to believe what they're going to believe. And if someone actually I used to be a huge people pleaser in my life. I had so much fear about what people would think and say, and I was almost had a nervous breakdown trying to overdo everything everywhere in my life. And I realized, who are they? I go, the people that know me and love me are going to understand everything that I do. The mysterious they that don't know me, that judge me, why do I care about what they think? Because if they don't know the whole story and they haven't asked my side and they're making a decision, then they're making a stupid decision, a stupid opinion. And why do I care about what their opinion is? Because it's stupid. And that's how I resolved it. Anyway, but that's what they have for you, Eliza. So many blessings to you. Hang in there. All right. So, Sunshine, you are up next. What's coming next for you and E? Let's take a look here and see. All right. Let's see what we have here. All right. So I see here, I just put this back in, this came back out, but we've got the Three of Pentacles, which is about being true to the authentic you. I feel like you both need to understand what it is that you both want here. But you've got the Four of Pentacles, which is about a stable foundation in the outside world. So, you've got the three and the four. It's almost like things are progressing. You're staying true to you, but you have a solid foundation. But we have the hanging man here, which is things are transforming. Things take time to unfold. Caterpillar takes time to transform into a butterfly. So it's about patience and understanding things, do take their time. But you have the abundance card here, the Empress, which is new birth, which is harvest, fruitfulness, sensuality. So things eventually do birth and come through here. But in the meantime, while we're waiting for this hanging man period here, um, things always go slow on purpose for a purpose, right? And it during this time, this is you get to really focus in on staying true to your authentic self, finding out who you want to be, what do you want, not being afraid of disappointing other people or losing people's support because you're not being who they want you to be or wanting what they're wanting, but it's being true to you. And the Four of Pentacles also is a journey while you're in here in the cocoon where you're realizing more and more that the outside world, when we define ourselves by the outside world, we feel very unstable because everything in the outside world is unstable. Relationships are unstable, situations like jobs, education are, and things, people change, people pass away, people walk away. So relationships are not stable. Situations like jobs and all that never stay the same. Things are always transforming and changing, and things, break down, deteriorate, blow up, burn down, stolen. So we start realizing when you're cocoon that all the stuff in the outside world is pretty unstable, and if I want to find stability of my worth, I don't look outside of myself because that's retail price. That's my value to others. But my self worth, I find inward and upward. And that's what happens during the hangman. You're seeing things from a higher perspective. You're really connecting into your self love and connecting and expanding your self love, realizing that the only solid foundation you have for your self worth is from up above. It's the eternal, unconditional love of the other side, of source, of mother and father, of all things, creator, whatever you believe your higher power to be. It's like that is the foundation of who I am. And then everything else changes on the outside world. That's where this new birth happens as you come out of the cocoon, because you don't need relationship, but you want it. You're no longer looking at how it's lacking and falling short, because you're finding what you need inside of you, and the outside world is above and beyond extra. So there is this transformation that's coming, and I feel like this is what's coming next. Is you're really having this time of realizing your worth from the inside and upward, and it's transforming how you're seeing things on the outside. So that is what is coming through, Sunshine. So many blessings to you. And we will continue moving down the list here. And so we are to Dijona Sturgis, and you want to know whatever comes out. So let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know? Sorry, they want me to shuffle these real quick. All right. Okay, what else? All right. All right. Well, you do have this beautiful love. I think you've been getting love cards a lot. Whoops, all gone. But you've got the Aries energy here with the Emperor, and you also have the Five of Chalices, the Five of Cups. So, you're moving from this place here of, you've been really transforming a lot of these old lower vibrational emotions, and you're stepping into your power of emotional choice, realizing you get to choose how you feel in each moment. And I feel like you've been transforming some old painful memories, some forgiveness, some release, which is allowing you, and you're getting ready for a Two of Cups type of energy that's coming in here. And I like that you have the Aries energy because it is new birth. It's the first sign of the zodiac. So it is newness coming in. And it's you deciding things. I always have the emperor pictured in a big throne room full of a lot of advisors telling him the supposed tos, the shoulds, the need tos, in this case around romance and emotions. And at some point, they cleared the throne room and they're like, I've heard all the advice, I've heard all the opinion. Now I'm going to decide. And I feel like this is a wonderful stepping up into your energy of what you're wanting, of believing what you think you want a relationship to be, who you want someone to be, who you want to be in a relationship, not what you were told a whole bunch. So I feel like there is this cutting away of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets around love. And it is moving forward here very, very soon. So you've been doing work, continue to do that self love, as much emotion that no longer serves you, letting it go, transforming old suffering and pain into unconditional love. Just a lot of that is going to be a wonderful, wonderful um, unfolding. So I like it, and that's what they have for you. So many, many blessings to you, Dijona. All right. I think, Jamie, did we already? Oh, that's a different Jamie, I think. Nope. No, we did. We did answer you down below, didn't we? Yes. Okay. Yep. Because you made a donation. All right. I'm just making sure I'm not bypassing anyone. Thank you guys for your patience. All right. So I think we're to Summer Butterflies. You'll be by next free reading, but I do have a donation from Sun and Moon. Thank you so much, Sun and Moon. And so let's take a look here. So you said your friend Taurus. Oh, yeah, he's going through a tough divorce. Take him out Saturday. All right, let's take a look here and see. Is Saturday going to be an ideal time for them? I can imagine they're going through definitely a lot there, right? Let's see, anything else here? All right, thank you. All right, thanks. So let's see here. What do we have here? All right. All right. Yeah, I like it here because we've got the Four of Flames, which is celebration, joy, gathering. So this is a positive thing. But the High Priestess here, of course, they need their alone time. Just um, you know, allow it to be as much as they can do it. It's like saying, "Hey, we'd like to take you out to dinner. Not a big long thing, but just I want to take you out and that." And if like, okay, but I want to take my car, because it's like if they want to be able to leave when they need to leave, kind of thing. Because I feel like they're in this. the high priest, high priestess is about this withdrawn, inward kind of feel. So maybe somewhere quiet, maybe even, um, if it's possible, not take them out, but have it at your high priestess temple, like somewhere quiet, somewhere more intimate, where there's not a lot of people. I almost feel like here. Because we do have the Seeker of Crystals, the Page of Pentacles. So it's new opportunity. And we've got the Indigo, the Magician card. So there is energy there, there is revitalization. So I feel like it really would do them well to do that. But I almost feel like not somewhere super, super public, um, so that they can, you know, not have their walls up, and where they, I just feel like you said, if with all the stress and the exhaustion, I just feel like the higher self, which is the high priestess card, is just something quiet and away from everyone else. So I just feel like that they would not want a busy restaurant type of feel. They just want to be able, just to be able to, because they trust you guys, just to be able to let their walls down and cry in their salad if they have to, because I just feel like they just need that time. They just need this, like you said, for his mental health. I just feel like it. But I feel it's almost like, why don't you come over for dinner rather than let's go out type of thing, if it's possible, or a restaurant where they have, big booths where it's almost separated, or something like that, where there's a lot of privacy. Because I just feel like that, for them to want to do that, it's going to have to be a place of where they feel they can, like I said, they can drop their walls. So that's what's coming in Sun and Moon. Hopefully that makes sense. But that's what they have. So many blessings to you. Again, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. Absolutely. Good to see you too. So we'll send him lots of love. I know that's not a fun thing to going through. So glad that he has a wonderful friend like you. All right, summer butterflies. So you would like to know the intentions of your Spanish guy towards you. All right, let's take a look here. All right. So we have the Seeker of Chalices, which is the Page of Cups. So there's some emotional interest here, like new love type of energy. We also have the Sage of Flames, which would be the Queen of Wands. So there is this passion, there is this expression of it that's coming in here. And we have the Aries energy with the Emperor here too, which, does have a little bit of, a lot of divine masculine energy here. So I like the balance of the divine feminine and divine masculine here. But this is about their wanting to make decisions, they're wanting to not necessarily, like, it's not take control, it's put forth effort that they want to they want to initiate things. That's a good way to say it. And so I feel like here, I mean, the all three of these lean towards a fire. I mean, because this is fire energy too. There's passion that they want to express, and there's love here too. But that's the heat, that's the love, the amore, or no, that's not what they, is it amore in Spanish? Amor, mi amor. I think that's what it is. But they want to express this passion uh, to you. But I am getting this, that they enjoy sharing passion, and it's not necessarily to one person, is what I feel. It's just like, just be aware that they like to express their passion, and it's what they love to do. And so sometimes one person uh, can't handle all of their passion. So I feel like they might express it uh, to different places. So that's what's coming through summer butterflies. So that is what is going on right now. So many blessings to you. And we'll continue moving down here. And lost my place. Okay, there I am. Hey, Tavi T. So you want to know Dread's next actions towards you this month? Let's take a look here. Ooh, sorry, that was loud. Well, there definitely is movement here. I mean, actually, these two cards came up together a little while ago, which is about, victory. It is about movement, Six of Flames, three flames on each side is a movement of energy because there's this wonderful, stream in the middle of it. So, there is this, they want to take positive action. They are making these choices that are coming through. And it is, here's some passion being expressed. And the Chariot card, I believe, is the Cancer sign, which is, emotional expression, emotional choice, and a lot of power of choice coming in. So I feel like choices are being made. It is positive choices that are being made towards you, and you're about to see it here very quick. Because especially the Chariot. I mean, look, in this one, it's usually two horses, but they've got five horses. A lot of fast movement, and here's five flames too. So flames, 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 movement, movement, movement. So their next actions towards you, I feel, are they're going to express their passion to you and let you know some choices that they've made. And so I feel like it's all positive for you with all those victory cards. So that's as much as they have for you right now, Tavi. So many blessings to you. And we'll continue moving down the list here. So we have new love. Hello. You can't start therapy at the place it was intended. Should I start it at K place instead or wait till fall for the other place and end? Okay, let's take a look here. Whoa. So what we'll do here is we'll see energies because of course there's no shoulds, but we'll take a look here and see what comes in here. Actually, let me just reshuffle these because we'll do it in a way. Yeah, we're going to ask it, is it for your highest experience to start at the K place? Okay, so these are it right here. So we've got the Seeker of Crystals as the Page of Crystals, which is a new opportunity. And Divine Justice, I feel like they're saying, either one's fine, whichever is good. I feel like it's not either place is good for you, but this is a new opportunity for you. So I feel like this is positive to start at the new place because it is talking about the new opportunity. Is it better to wait? Let's ask that real quick here. Just want to pull one card for that. No. Yeah, they have movement of emotion. So movement card. So start at the K place is what is coming through. Yeah, it's for your highest experience. So that's what's coming through, new love. So many blessings to you. All right, we'll continue down the list. And Alexis, you are up next. You're welcome, Tavi. And you can get a personal reading. Let's see here. What does Spirit want you to know right now? Well, yeah, very clear message here. Got two orbs cards, which are swords in the standard tarot. You have the 10 of swords, which is, usually it's someone here with a sword stuck in their back, which they're not dead. They're just exhausted from trying to live up to everyone's expectations. This long list of things for love or job or this or that, or, I mean, look at them all. There's all these rules that were given, and it's exhausting when we're trying to live up to everything. And I love the 10 of swords when it appears because it is saying it is time to, it's like I'm sick and tired of feeling sick and tired and exhausted. I'm just chunking all the rules, right? And this is what the adept of orbs, the knight of swords, is about, is the search for the ace of swords, seeing things from a higher perspective, the capital T truth that is rooted in unconditional love, which allows you to cut away the small t truths, all these fears of losing conditional love. Like I said, the supposed to, the should, the need to, the have to, the musts, all those opinion that we've been getting, since we were very young. And it's like, now it's time for you to choose. And this is you stepping into your power and allowing yourself to decide what stories you want to put to things. What do you believe you want to be, and connecting to those capital T truths. So I feel like you're at a very pivotal time in your life where you're really, it's almost like a Saturn return type of thing, where Saturn shakes the foundation of all these beliefs you've had all your life. And because you're in a cage, and there you're realizing you're in a cage, and you're able to free yourself from this cage to where you don't feel so restricted and trapped. You're able to free yourself by letting go of all these expectations and being able to live instead of survive in a cage. So that's what I feel is coming through right now. It's a very um freeing time for you, and I like this. It's recognizing that the work that you've done, that the work that you'll continue to do, and that it's worth it. Continue to do it. Don't give up. You've made a lot of progress. Keep going. So that is what they have for you, Alexis. So many blessings to you. All right. And we'll continue moving down the list. You're welcome, new love. So the next free reading is Mars, Mars, almost there, Mars, Mars. I do have a donation, so I shall return. Thank you so much, Gemini, Sun, Aquarius, Moon. And thank you for your donation. So you want to know Dave's feelings towards you. Uh-oh. Let's take a look here and see what their feelings are towards you. See if you're both good at hiding your emotions here. All right. And then they want this one too. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. Well, we do have the Nine of Chalices. Nine of Cups is kind of like a wish fulfillment card, emotional wish fulfillment. Four of Flames, joy, celebration, marriage card. I feel like they do feel like there's this, connection there. And I don't think they know about yours. But we have the Sage of Orbs, which is the Queen of Swords, balancing heart and mind. And we have the Ace of Crystals, which is the Ace of Pentacles, which is new opportunities. And we have the Seeker of Chalices, which is the Page of Cups. So I know, there's this balancing of heart and mind, and there's an opportunity here. And, this is about, this new love type of thing here. So, I almost feel like, and I know we hate to do that, right? Because if we have a good friend and we have feelings for them, and we're afraid, are we going to ruin it by mentioning it? But I almost feel like it's time, it's time to at least, you know, what do they call it, breach, or approach the subject. I guess it's a different word, but I can't think of it. But approach the subject, because it's better to know and then have lost than never have known at all, right? And I mean, wouldn't it be horrible, like, not horrible, but wouldn't it be like, oh no, oh, if 20 years it's like, oh, I loved you and I loved you too, oh my god. Wow, where did the 20 years go? And it's, if it ruins it, eh, there's other friends in the world. That's what your guides are saying. they're like, "It's important just to mention it, and if it's not there, if it makes it awkward, well, the awkwardness will eventually change." You know, it's not like you're going to, you know, jump across the table and attack them. It's a conversation, right? And unless you do that, and then you're just like, "Well, let's see how it goes." But that's probably not the best idea. But yeah, I feel like there is emotion there with these cards. So I always say if you're attracted to someone, mention it. And then if not, then it opens up that. I do feel like because you are attracted to them, you might have this reserved sign on the table of your romance that no one can sit there because you have feelings for someone. Um, no, I would just bring it up. I would just bring up the subject, and yeah, because you know why wait? I feel like they're just saying say it because I feel like there's this energy that's keeping other people away, that if you don't do this, and then if that is keeping you from going down the road, then that's keeping you from going down the road, right? So it's like I think it's important just to, in a calm way approach it, and, you know, um, don't get down on one knee and say, "I have a question for you." No. They're being funny. Your guides are really funny. But so they, I would approach it that way. Just, you know, bring it up, and whatever happens, happens. And whatever unfolds, like they're saying, it's going to be for your highest experience. And if they don't want to have a seat, then that helps you open the seat for someone else in alignment for you. So I like it for you, Gemini, Sun, Aquarius, Moon. I know it's like, but it's just like, have you ever thought about, you know, anything else? Let me see here, just real quick here. What will his reaction be? Yeah, I mean, there's a death and rebirth here. There's a rebirth energy, a transformation energy here, transition. It's gonna kill him. He's just gonna it's gonna give him a heart attack. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. But you got the Adept of Crystals, which is the Knight of Pentacles. So it is about, I feel like it does transition your relationship, your friendship, and but I'm sorry, the Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving. So I feel like they might be like, yeah, I have thought about that, and I think you guys will have a conversation. I don't think he'll freak. I think he's going to just be like, yeah, and I just worried it would ruin our what if it doesn't work out and it ruins our friendship? And you're like, "Oh, and then it creates the conversation. And that's what I feel is important. But I don't think he'll freak. I just feel like it just has a good conversation. I feel like you're both very, it sounds very, the energy I feel between you two is just very mature, I guess I should say. It's not like they're um, a flippant type of person that was like, "Oh my god," they'd just be like, "Oh, wow." You know, if they go, "Oh no, I never thought of that. I don't think of you that way. I think of you like a sister." And you're like, "Well, let's move to Tennessee." Now, no offense to anyone that lives in Tennessee. I just picked that out of nowhere, because there's some there's some uh states that where cousins marry cousins and stuff. All right. But that's what they have for you. So I'd go for it, Gemini, Sun, Aquarius, Moon. I feel like all those cards, it's time. All right. So Polka Polka, thank you so much for your donation. And you want to know, is T still interested in you and will you see him soon? Let's take a look here and see what we've got here. All right. All right. So, we've got here with is he still interested in you? We've got the Ace of Chalices, which is Ace of Cups, and Ace of Orbs, which is the Ace of Swords. And, there's new love energy here and new thought and belief here. And when I looked and say, will you see him soon? We've got the king of, I'm sorry, the Knight of Pentacles, which is like a long, slow, it would be a long time here. And because of this adept of chalices here, we've got basically, whoops, sorry, these two. This is new love and this is new love here. So I almost feel like they are distracted off, and I just feel like it doesn't feel like with new love and new stuff here. I just feel like there's someone else, there's new passion, there's new interest in their life, and that adept of crystals, the king of, I'm sorry, I keep on saying king, the Knight of Pentacles, it just feels like you'd be waiting a long time. I just feel like they always keep you waiting. um and I don't know, I just don't like it for you. I know. What is going on? I don't know. I just like feel like no, they're not for you. Yeah, because you have someone else. You have someone. Here's this king of wands. Sorry, it says flames, but it's king of wands. And you have the Knight of wands, a fast moving, passionate individual that's coming in, a fire sign. I feel is more in alignment with you. You want action, you want movement, you want this, type of individual that shows their passion, expresses themselves. And this person, they're not like a teenager where they're just, passion, passion, passion everywhere. Their hormones are all out. This is someone who has drive, ambition. They have a zest for life. They show their passion. They direct their energy, get things done. They're mature, in expressing their passions. And so I just feel like there's someone, a fire sign that's in your very near future, and they're more in alignment. And so I would let T go. So that is what they have there. Um, I feel like it's new. I didn't feel like it's someone you already know. I feel like there's someone new because of the night of shows someone that they're coming into your life very soon, coming into your life very soon. They haven't been in your life before. So that's the energy that I felt coming in there. So that is what they have for you, Polka. So I appreciate that. Let me just double check something really quick here. Okay. All right. So many, many blessings to you. I like this new passionate person for you. I just feel like they make you feel very special, um, unlike the last. So that is what they have for you. Absolutely. It's spirit, your spirit guides. They definitely do that. All right. So that is what they have for you, Poca Poca. Hey, Creative Arts. I do go down in order, first come, first serve. And if you do want your reading prioritized, a donation of any kind, I do step out and I honor that. Otherwise, I'm not sure where you're at in the list here, but I am getting hitting my 2 hour mark, so I'm not sure I'm not going to get through everyone here. Let me just see here. So let me make sure. So Mars, thank you for your patience. I know you said you got a lot of confliction going on here. Oh, the book. No, not the book. All right. So you want to know option one, two, three, four, or five. You know what? We're gonna use a plain card deck here. Let's see what comes up here because I'm gonna use just a regular one. Like number five. Let's take a look here. Let's shuffle these and let's see. Spirit, one, two, three, four, or five. Which option for the book here? All right. So the card that came flying out was the one that was on the bottom here. And so they have option five, best two out of three. Best two out of three, right? You're so funny. Let's take a look here. So which option? Okay. Yeah. They're like between four and six. So option five is what is coming through here. But the confliction here, I just want to pull a card here about the confliction here because, yeah, it's looking at your fears. The Seven of Orbs, Seven of Swords is looking at what of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets about, the fear of doing it the wrong way, right? The fear of, um, you know, these are usually the fears of things that have stolen things from us, that have deceived us. And I just feel like the clarity here, it's if there's a lot of conflict and stuff, I really would just um, say it's important to step away. It's important to get centered and come out of fear that there's a wrong way to do it, and just realize that there's not a wrong way, and just look at it from your heart and go, which way do I feel communicates what I am wanting to get across? What option do I want to do? What do I feel in my heart? And go with that. You know, I feel like when we start to get so confused with so many things, it's because we're too deep into the forest, and we need to step away. We need to get away. We need to come out of fear, and then when you come back at it, it's going to be very clear there for you. Um, yeah. So that's what I feel the advice from Spirit is going. There's too much fear. There's too much. This is where the confusion comes in. We go into fear. We get mentally confused because we're out of our brain. We're in fight or flight mode. And so it's coming back to calmness. If it's taking a hot bath, going for a walk, whatever it is to get away and bring yourself down, then that's what I feel. So that's what's coming in, Mars. So hang in there. Many blessings to you. All right. Oh, no apologies necessary, creative. Just letting you know. Um, how it works. All right. So Lou A, your ex, asked you to a date with him again and get back together. Oh, all right. Let's take a look here, Lou. Yeah. Should you stay? I mean, should you allow them back here? Let's take a look here. Hmm. You know, I feel like you know, this passion that's coming in here, I feel like there's this passion, this energy that's there. The 10 of orbs, the 10 of swords is showing me here. Um, these are expectations, these are thoughts, beliefs, and mindsets. And, this is endings and new beginnings. I almost feel like there's so much history, so much stuff here that it's difficult to go back to. But what Spirit is saying is make it's like you don't date them again. You're like, I want you, it's like having someone consistently show you who they are now. If they say they've changed, because I feel with what happened, I just feel like there was so much pain, that if they want to reignite something with you, that they just have to show consistency over a long period of time. Because I just feel like what they did and how they treated you and different things, you're like, you don't want what you had. And if someone says I've changed, you're like, okay, well, if you want to, they're like, tell them that it's not going to be a dating. It's like we can hang out, not at my house, not anything. Like you can take me out and it's not dating. It's like very clear. We're not dating, but we can go hang out and I want to, just I need consistency over time and we'll see. And then they can prove it. Because usually people say they've changed and then the first time you don't give them what they want, oh look, they're back. So I feel like there's this, um not that spirit is, saying that they haven't changed. I just feel like they need to show it over time, is what's coming through, Lou. So I wouldn't go like, it's not like, all right, I'm giving you a chance, we're dating. It's like, you know what? Um, I'm going to give you a chance to show me who you are before we will date. It's like I want to get to know you as a person. And if they're like, no, no, I want to jump into this, you're like, oh, look who's back. So see, that's what I feel the energy is coming through. So that's what I have for you, Lou. So many blessings. Hang in there. Yeah. So there you go. That's perfect. That's why. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Let's see here. Oh yeah, we still have a ton more here. All right, everybody. I know I wish I could get through everybody every night. But I'd be on here for a lot of hours, a lot of hours, and then I would be exhausted, and then I would be of no good use. So I am past my 2 hours. So Demetra P, you will be my last free reading. Um, but for anyone else, if you do want me to complete your reading in this session, a donation of any kind, I still will honor it and I'll complete it in this session. Otherwise, if you're not able to make a donation, let me show you, let me give you some other options here too. I am here Wednesday through Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. I do take Monday and Tuesday nights off to do some other things. I'm also here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. But on Mondays, I do give away a personal recorded reading, at least one. And here's the link to the video that talks about what giveaway I'm doing tomorrow. Every Tuesday, I put out a video for the following Monday, and I'll be giving away 4 readings tomorrow. So if if you're interested in doing that, check out that video. It tells you all about how to do that. Also, I have monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign. So if you haven't checked that out yet, here's the playlist for that. And then also each week I put out at least one pick a card reading. This one is called What Can Help You in Your Current Situation? And let me just hit enter here. And I have a ton of other pick a cards on my main page, and all those are free. So that's another option. If you're unable to make a donation, you can check that out there. I also offer personal readings at a reasonable rate. If you check the description box of the video down below, it has all that information in there as well. All right, so free content, that giveaways when I'm on. I think that's everything there. So I will complete Demetra P's last free reading here. And then if there's any other donations, I will complete those. Otherwise, I will close it out for tonight. And apologies to everyone that I wasn't able to get to. I do try to get through as many free readings as I can, but the list does get long very fast. So I appreciate you guys understanding. All right. So, Demetra, you want to know what are Demos's assumptions about you? Oh, wow. How dare they? Let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know here. All right. So there is this you have the Ace of Crystals, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ten of Crystals, the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is like marriage, and I feel like they're assuming that you would want marriage and a family and a dog and a peacock and a home and a palace and money and da da da. You want it all. You want the dream, right? And the assumption is that uh, I feel like they are a good catch, that they have an opportunity to have that. So I feel like these are these assumptions that, that this is what you are wanting. Like, I almost feel like they have this thing of, you know, all all women want to be taken care of, and this and that and this, and this is what they want, and I can give that. I can give them what they want. I feel like this is the assumptions that are coming in with those two cards, and I feel like they, yeah, those are nice things, but I don't feel like they know you, right? I feel like they have a lot of us, like you said, assumptions of, well, isn't this what you want? And you're just like, well, once you find out, once you ask me and find out, instead of jumping to conclusions. I just feel like there is this um, preconceived thing, like, what if you want to go to college, what if you want to do this, what if you want to open your own business, what if you want to have a bakery, you know it's like, do you really know me? And I feel like you're right with this, like, what are these assumptions about me? Because you don't even I feel like you don't even know me. That's what I feel like you're saying. It's like you don't even know me. So I feel like that's what's coming in here, and I feel like, but I feel like they are, if you ever, mentioned that and brought it up, they'd be just like, it would be like this whole, you're gonna introduce them to a whole new world of like, "What?" Yeah, all your thoughts are not true, and it makes them really take a step back and reevaluate things. So I like that, for them, because I feel like you would, really transform things in their life. But that's what's coming through, Dimitra. So many blessings for you. All right. You are very welcome. All right. All right. So I don't see any other donations. So I'm going to close this one down for this evening. And again, apologies to everyone that I did not get to, but I shall return. And please, if you need any you know, answers this evening, just if you click on my name, the bruddaZEN Mystic Tarot, it'll take you to my main page, and it has all of the playlists that are there for the pick a cards, the monthlies. There's even some free series that are down there. So everything on there is free as well. So if you want to check that out, just follow your heart, and spirit will guide you to the readings that have answers for you. So, everyone, please know that I'm so grateful for all the thumbs up that you've given the video. It does help spread the Zen love. So, thanks for being part of the love tsunami. I'm always blown away by all of your thirst to hear from spirit, all of your support of one another, your senses of humor. I adore, because I love laughing. So, thank you guys so much to all of you. I appreciate all the love and support. And please know, as you're going throughout each and every second of every day of your life, that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you guys again, have a great rest of your night or day, wherever you're out in the world. And until I see you again, much love to you. You hang in there and you take care.